then you want somebody who's going to get up every day.
Hey, Hillary, why'd your husband visit Epstein Island 26 times?
Is this really necessary, guys? Is this really necessary? Is this really necessary, sir? Hey, is this necessary, officer? You guys are dragging a grown man out. Is this necessary? Seriously, come on. Hey, is this necessary, guys?
Don't hit me, man. You guys are dragging somebody out in public.
You're not welcome. Private event.
You decide
Why do you guys support like just endless government spending? I mean, she's giving more money to white people in Ukraine than you freaking idiots in Houston keep voting for her. Watch out, watch out. Endless money to Ukraine, endless money for Israel. She's not anti-establishment. You guys vote for the same shit over and over again. Same crime. It's gonna be like just like Chicago. You guys love this shit.
All right, you have a blessed day, sir. Have a nice day.
I think it goes without saying that that man was and is not suicidal. Or perhaps he was in confronting Hillary with her Epstein ties via Bill's numerous trips to the now infamous Epstein Island. You gotta love him. If you don't know, that was independent journalist Alex Rosen, who was, of course, dragged out of an event for daring to question Hillary Clinton about why her husband, the serial womanizer Bill Clinton, visited convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein's private island 26 times, leaving the crowd obviously rather shocked. They just started chanting, "Sheila, Sheila," over and over again to try to cover up his rather legitimate question that has yet to be answered. Hillary was campaigning for Democrat mayoral candidate Sheila Jackson Lee in Houston, Texas. And as you may know, this was but the latest confrontation that Hillary had to face over the last few days. Prior to this, she was confronted on her neocon warmongering, and that public confrontation caused Hillary to completely snap.
Struck by the hypocrisy of the.
Two more people to hear from.
I'm sorry.
You have a chance. Well, I'm not sorry. You sit down.
I know
and
you're not sorry. That's the point. The hypocrisy of this speech. The hypocrisy of the fact that what do you have? Can you please make a statement about President Joe Biden's speech? This is a clearly warmongering speech. President Joe Biden is calling for $100 billion of funding for Israel, Taiwan, and Ukraine, and we're supposed to just bundle these together and pretend like we're going to rush to World War III, and we're all just going to let Hillary Rodham Clinton sit here. Okay.
I'm sorry. You know, this is not the way to have a conversation.
I'm sorry.
If you want to have a conversation, you're welcome to come talk to me afterwards.
You can sit here. Okay, right. You're gonna wait for me, right? Please, I do not believe you.
I will listen to you, and I will respond to you.
I do not believe you. Respectfully, I do not believe you. And the fact of the matter is that the American people's voice are what need to be heard.
Yeah, they are being heard.
Because our president is not speaking for the American people, and neither are you.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Yes, that's my opinion.
Well, then sit down. We've heard your opinion. Thank you very much. Now we're going to turn to people who are on the front lines working on behalf of human rights.
I'm going to exercise my free speech.
But it's not free speech when you are disrupting everybody else's opportunity to speak.
This is free speech, everyone. This is free speech. That is not free speech. This is people constructing narratives that are openly hypocritical. I'm sorry. The incredible hypocrisy.
You know, maybe you could actually
went with Eleanor Roosevelt to bring this Declaration of the Rights of Man. John Foster Dulles was involved with the CIA.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're brilliant in your historical cherry picking.
The Pinochet regime. Please, could you please inform me about the United States involvement in these historical things?
We're going to move on
Miss Clinton, will you denounce Joe Biden? Will you denounce Joe Biden's
human rights, not just yelling about it? So, Frank, I want to turn to you because You are from Uganda, and Uganda's 2023 Anti-Homosexuality Act criminalizes LGBTI conduct in Uganda.
To push us to World War III.
Oh,
Do you
please.
understand?
Hey, gang, with everything going on right now, from wars breaking out around the world to the advent of central bank digital currencies, the radical instability and unpredictability that surrounds us requires that we become very smart with our money. We never know what's really going to happen, often until it's too late. And so that's why I partnered with the amazing company Goldco, because I know the patriots there are ready to help you and guide you at a time like this. So go ahead and click on the link below right now to get your very own gold and silver kit absolutely free. That's right. This gold and silver kit shows you how to get into precious metals tax-free and penalty-free, even if your money's still in a retirement account like an IRA or a 401k. And get this, you may already qualify to get up to $10,000 in free silver. I told you they're patriots and they're here to help. You've seen the writing on the wall. Don't wait until it's too late. Defend your freedom by clicking on that link below and get your free gold and silver kit right now. So, as you can see, Hillary is getting it from both the political left and the right. Her warmongering sentiments have left behind untold amounts of carnage and death, particularly in Benghazi, and her continued support for bumbling Biden's utterly disastrous foreign policy makes matters only worse. But this latest confrontation on Bill's association with Epstein is perhaps the single most damning of them all, because it seems to get to the very heart of Hillary's darkness. Bill's relationship with Epstein has long been objectively documented. The British Daily Mail published bombshell photos some months back of Bill Clinton getting a back massage from one of Epstein's victims. We know that despite claiming that he had only met Epstein a handful of times, we now know that Epstein was a major fundraiser for Clinton all throughout his presidency, visited the White House several times. And so the obvious question in all of this is, given her unbridled commitment to the Me Too movement and her propensity to brand her political opponents as sexist and misogynist, what precisely did Hillary know about Bill's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein? Again, it never ceases to amaze me how patriots who were merely in the vicinity of the Capitol on J6 are forever branded as aiding and abetting an insurrection. And yet Hillary, the wife of a man who reportedly was on Epstein's private jet dozens of times, is never asked by that same legacy media to give a comparable account for her role in those events. What did she know? When did she know it? In other words, Alex Rosen, in asking Hillary, why did your husband visit Epstein's island 26 times? He asked of her more in that one sentence than the whole of the legacy media has inquired in over a decade. Alex asked more in that one sentence than the legacy media has asked in over a decade in terms of Hillary giving an account for what she knew about her husband's relationship with a serial sex offender and convicted pedophile. And that's why, for me, I think this one question reaches into what we might call the heart of darkness of our permanent political class. I mean, you remember, of course, how the media reacted to the incredible hit film The Sound of Freedom, right? About child sex trafficking. The British Guardian referred to it as a QAnon-adjacent film that draws from a far-right conspiracy theory that believes a satanic cabal of pedophiles controls the world. Who needs convicted pedos like Jeffrey Epstein and his lavish list of guests when you've got QAnon conspiracy theorists, right? Or forget Epstein. How about CNN producers like John Griffin, who got sentenced to 19 years for, well, what do you know? Pedophilia. I guess now we know why CNN is much more concerned about QAnon conspiracy theories than they are about child sex trafficking. Same goes for the British Guardian. They frankly loved Netflix Cuties, a show that overtly sexualized prepubescent children. According to the Guardian, Cuties was, in their words, bold and misunderstood. Why on earth would we think that such a legacy media would hold Hillary or Bill or anyone else on their political side of the aisle accountable, frankly, to anything? The simple fact of the matter is, is that a degenerate elite are always at the heart of societal collapse. All throughout history, Neros and Caligulas have helped lead their empires to ruin. What these bold protesters are doing is they're standing up and calling out our own Caligulas and telling them in no uncertain terms, this is a big country, and we the people refuse to allow you to ruin our great republic. And no matter how much our degenerate elite try to silence them, more will stand, more will confront, until the days of the likes of Hillary Clinton finally come to an end.
Hey gang, I know what it's like to feel alone out there in these turbulent times, but I broke free. If you too have been looking for a community with like-minded patriots who are serious about resisting globalism, building a parallel economy, and having intelligent and deep fellowship on a regular basis, then you've come to the right place. In my Courageous Patriot Insiders community, we're building a close-knit movement of, by, and for patriots who are breaking free from the outrage and despair cycles of the mainstream media and taking on the fight against globalism. Every week, I deep dive into the content I can't share on big tech and give you the cliff notes on the truth of how patriots just like you are building up their communities, starting patriot businesses, and fighting the woke in both public and private. All with a few history and political lessons from yours truly, of course. If you want to stop feeling alone as a patriot and stand together with this fast-growing community, be sure to click on the link in the description below. Don't wait. Join me and my Patriot Coalition today, and let's get fighting.